Their intentions were clear, even though their voices were silent. The Women's Coordinating Council held its annual Take Back the Night event on Thursday. The affair is held yearly to bring awareness to the issue of domestic violence, assault, and abuse. Co-coordinator Kadisha Howell says this event is critical to UT's community.
I think it's very much needed on college campuses because there's so much that goes on here that no one really knows about.
Many onlookers watched in curiosity as a group began to form on pedestrian walkway. Attendee Christopher Scott says Take Back the Night is especially helpful in getting people interested in this greater issue.
It's one that's really not given enough attention. I mean, it's become more talked about since, I guess, about the early 90s or so, but there's still a long way to go. And really, stuff like this really kind of gets the word out, and that's the main way to get people to change about it. You can't force them to change, but you have to get in their face and say, hey, this is wrong.
With police escorts, students and friends marched beside each other to fight against domestic violence. The protest made its way to the UC Ballroom, where booths were set up to better inform attendees of resources available to students both on and off campus. As an advocate with the Sexual Assault Center of East Tennessee, Kylie Compton says that Take Back the Night is important in letting women know they do have a voice and the support of the community.
It's a way of taking that power back and telling women that they do have the power to respond to rape culture. And I think that is extremely important in saying to women that it's not your fault and you are not powerless.
In addition, attendees were invited to listen to the message of Speaker Katie Nida, who was a victim of assault while playing football at the University of Colorado. Her message was one of vigilance as she detailed her experiences.
It made me realize this whole, it's a silent epidemic, that so many people have been touched by this, and yet we don't talk about it in our society. It's completely shrouded in darkness.
Attendees were then invited up to the stage to tell their own stories. Despite the sensitive topic, women preached the importance of healing and strength.
And I wish that people realized that the violation doesn't end when the rape is over. That is just the seed in your head. And the reason that we're called survivors is because we survived ourselves after that. Because you do have the nightmares and you do go through the torture every day of, was it me? Was it my fault? Am I too friendly? And it's not okay for me to be upset that I'm too friendly and to think that it is like I should be violated because of that.
Women and men in attendance went away with a new awareness and knowledge of confidence. As people walked outside into the twilight, they took back their own night.
We remember and support those who have experienced violence against them.
Reporting for TVC News, I'm Maggie Solomon.